This is LME 506 Module 4, a multi-part module on controlled and uncontrolled vocabularies and the bibliographic universe. First, let's talk about controlled versus uncontrolled vocabulary. As you will see from searching for information using library OPACs, there are different ways to go about searching for information. Typically, OPACs will at least provide subject, author, and keyword searches. However, you will find that nowadays keyword searching is the default method for searching for most OPACs. Keyword searching is a style of searching that searches the entire bibliographic record by phrase or term. These are often called nowadays as tags. And searching by keyword, a user can enter in just any term, and this is called uncontrolled vocabulary. Typically, as you will notice from your Google searches, that keyword searches result in what are called high-yield, low-precision results. For example, if you search using the keyword orange, the search engines cannot distinguish between the color orange and or the fruit orange, and so they will give you a variety of results related to both things. And that is the same for tea bags. Now, there is a political movement that is related to the tea bag, and so your Google search will result in information about a tea bag. That is something that you would put tea leaves in, and also the political movement. So, there are some examples of how you might go about doing uncontrolled vocabulary searches by keyword and how the results would be shown to you. And library OPACs more and more are using uncontrolled vocabulary searching and visual results because that is something that users find useful. So, for example, the Nashville Public Library OPAC has what is called a tag cloud, which is a group of words that are used in searches or to identify items in the OPAC, and the degree of their size is really how you can gauge how many items there might be with that tag. So, for example, in the Nashville Public Library, searching under the term cat, you will notice on one hand there is a mid-size word in the tag cloud for cat and a little bit bigger tag cloud for cats. And there would be a variety of items displayed using those tags. Now, in the library world, which is not an OPAC, but it is a catalog of books that users have put into the system, again, there is a tag cloud for cats, and then a slightly bigger tag cloud for cats, and then you will see on the left all the different titles that are related to that term. And you will see, based on both of these examples, that when you are searching using a very general search term, you will get a wide variety of results, some of which may be related to what you're looking for, many of which may not be related to what you're looking for. And so that is a demonstration of the pros and cons of searching using uncontrolled vocabulary. As a final example, there is a Google search. If you just put cat into Google, then you end up with a wide variety of information related to Google and over 2 billion hits related to that search term. So to actually sift through these results and find something that you're looking for would take quite an amount of time. So those are an example of uncontrolled vocabulary searches using keywords, or what is now referred to as tags, where the results are displayed in a tag cloud. Now, another way of searching, a more formal way of searching, is through controlled vocabulary, and that is what most catalogers are involved with when they are doing classification. They are using controlled vocabulary referred to as subject headings for applying terms, and this results in an official list of terms related to the items that are being cataloged. And there are two lists, there's more than two, but for our purposes we will be using two lists of controlled vocabulary, official lists of subject heading terms in this class. One is the Library of Congress subject headings, or LCSH, and then the Sears subject headings, which we will be using most often, because that is the list of subject headings used in schools and public libraries. And because these terms are an official list of preferred terms, they're called controlled vocabularies, and subject heading searches in library OPACs will result in what is called a low yield, high precision result, meaning that you will get fewer hits, but your hits will be more related to your search terms and what you are looking for. So, for example, we have a library catalog, WorldCat, and we want to search using the subject term cat. And you see that we have done that. This image displays the list of items that resulted from the subject search term cat. And you'll see the first term reveals a encyclopedic type book on cats, and then there's a couple of fiction titles. So we get a smaller list, but a list that is more related to our subject term. And so you can see down at the bottom, when you select a particular title, that there will be displayed related subjects to that. For example, the scientific term for cats, cats in juvenile literature, subject heading for cat family, and then a very general subject heading of cats. WorldCat also allows for users to add tags so that items can be described more specifically and be found more easily. WorldCat also displays the official subject headings over on the right. Now, there are pros and cons of controlled versus uncontrolled vocabulary searching. Uncontrolled vocabulary searching by keywords, or what are known as tags, is easier for children and adults, and it's more flexible. But the yield is high, and the results that you get from this kind of searching are often less than satisfactory. On the other hand, controlled vocabulary searching is more difficult because you have to have a full understanding of the vocabulary that surrounds the topic that you are trying to search for information on. And sometimes when you're first exploring a topic, you don't have that vocabulary. And this is especially true for children. So that makes it more difficult and less flexible because you're dealing with a controlled list of subject terms. The Library of Congress subject headings, or Sears lists, may not include slang. They may not include simpler terms or very specific terms. They might not include common terms. But on the other hand, their yield is low and the results are often more satisfactory related to your topic search. So that is a general introduction to controlled versus uncontrolled vocabulary searching, and we will be discussing this more online.